So we're 18 hours away of 2024. So this year has officially has finished. So I have made in this video a wrap up of this year. I'll just share the things I've made, the things I've accomplished, the things I've experienced, and all the problems and setbacks I got, and the pain points, and the things like that. So this year actually was various in feelings, in experiences, in thoughts, and in pain points, but it was very helpful and interesting because I learned so many things actually and understood that without pain, nothing is achievable. So you need to experience actually pain and live uh, suffering and painful things in order to become the person you want to be. You can't just be someone and not suffer. You cannot become someone rich, successful, powerful, or whatever just by being in the comfort zone and not having to experience suffering and misunderstanding. So I in this year, of course, it started in January. It started by just me with my ex-girlfriend, yeah, being together. We have a nice time. I wasn't very focused on my work and business, but I was trying to balance in between the two. So it worked out actually. I I happened to manage between the two because actually we were in the same school in the same class, so I could see her and stuff like that. But things have changed. We didn't have the same mindset and the same vision about life, so we separated from each other. She was she was an experience actually, because I won't say it's a good woman because she made me suffer like hell, but it was an experience actually. I lived by a toxic woman, how uh which I knew how to handle actually, but actually it affected me and not in the good way. Anyways, so then I tried to yeah, forget her and start to work. So I couldn't in January. I couldn't really work that well. I had so many things on my mind. I couldn't work. I didn't wake up at the morning, so I was just doing bad things and just yeah, relapsing and not being fully focused on my work. But that's okay. Then in February, I had my comeback. I worked fully for, I don't know, 300 hours or so, the full month, and that's good. It's not good enough. And then yeah, I had just started reading more books. I started to watch a lot of videos, started to focus on my work, my coding, my skills, etc. And yeah, it paid good. Then in March, I also didn't stop working. I just worked, even though it was hard to see my ex in my school because we and I and her are still in the same class. I know I'm over it, but it was at the time, that time that was hard seeing her and not being with her. But I could handle it, and even though I missed her and it was very painful, I did manage it and become real man. Then in April have come the Ramadan, so I, of course, I'm Muslim, so I'm making the Ramadan month. So I tried and I did very good. Working and mixing with work and gym. I have been in the gym for like 3 weeks during Ramadan, and in that month I met my ex-girlfriend, which was my girlfriend, and we just broke up by the end of December, so I guess 1 week ago or something like that. And yeah, we were starting being friends and being close and talking, etc. At first, I didn't want to be with her because I knew that actually uh, it would have been difficult, and yeah, I would probably be focused on my work. And I knew that, and I told her that, but she was trying. And she was willing to make the try and be some be with me actually. So by the end of April, so I guess in the 20th of April, I went to the Netherlands because I have some family things, so I went to the Netherlands for like 2 weeks or something like that. I went there, I stopped completely my work, I started eating junk food, not going to the gym, not doing running, not nothing, no journaling, no working. I brought my laptop to try and work, but I didn't use it for 2 weeks, and yeah, I was feeling okay, and that was not good. That during that 2 weeks, I got into a relationship with my other ex-girlfriend, uh which was nice because yeah, we could have finished our 8th month anniversary in the 26th of December. But yeah, life turned out in another way. But point is, yeah, I made a new girlfriend. It was nice. It was all flowers and butterflies, stuff like that. Then by the end, I guess, of the month, we became really nice. We started being open to each other and stuff like that. And I guess the 5th of May, I met her face to face for the first time as my girlfriend, and yeah, it was a bit awkward, but it was memorable and it was nice, to be honest. Then we met, and yeah, our life started together. So in May, I just started to keep up the work again and just come back from the last big setback I had, because that was the first big setback I had in my self-improvement journey. So I tried to come back, and then uh it was a bit hard, but yeah, I tried. I started to mix up with the work and personal life, so I tried to work between 4 a.m. and 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., so maybe a 12-hour gap of work. That wasn't enough, but it was necessary to keep up the personal life and the professional life. And then came June, where I completely stopped my self movement. So June, July, and August, I didn't work that well. Actually, I didn't work at all because I was traveling, I had family, etc. So I didn't keep up with work. Actually, I just uh, came back to my old habits of watching series, of being, sleeping late at night, waking up late, not going to the gym, eating junk food and stuff like that. It was very bad actually, because in self-improvement we say you need to work, I guess, 80% and rest 20%. So if I work 10 months, I just rest 2 months. So but I didn't work 10 months. I just worked like for 6 or 7 months, and I had a 5 months rest. That was really bad. Anyways, so then I uh yeah, I had my biggest setback, I guess, in my life in self-improvement. Then in last August, when we were about to start school, I became I started doing my old habits of working and stuff like that, and I started to keep up the work. Like I started with the method of atomic habits. So I started by small things in a consistent and regular way, in order to increment and implement the habits into my mind and become actually aware of them. So by the last week of August, I started doing this. Then came September. So in September, we didn't have school because we had some strikes and stuff like that. And actually, I'm in public school, and in public school, we don't until the last of September. So I was during the whole month of September working and just trying to grind and trying to get the old habits of going to the gym every day. So it was a bit hard because I'm not a gym fan. I don't like gym, but yeah, I need to keep up the physical work and be fit because I'm not fit right now. I'm just yeah, I'm thin, quite frankly. I'm not very fat, so I'm not thin. I'm in the middle, but yeah, I need to be muscled, and that's not the case right now. Uh, so in September, I just work, and start to focus on becoming, and yeah, giving birth again to my habits. Then October came the strikes because in school now we're having strikes. I'm not studying like for 4 months later, and so we're having strikes. All my classmates were were happy. I was happy too actually because I knew that in that month I would work and yeah because it's still my work. But that was not the case. So I worked a lot. But then came my girlfriend. She thought that I was leaving her, and at first I made clear to her that I am having this life without with her. So she had to accept it, or she needed to go. Yeah, but she wasn't ready to leave me, and I wasn't ready to leave her. So yeah, we started just pausing our things. I was working all day, and I knew what she was doing. She's probably not working, just laying and stuff like that because she told me every time she was feeling bored and she missed me a lot, and that meant that she wasn't working. She was just showing off and doing nothing during her day. But I personally, I wasn't doing this. I was working pretty much 14, 15 hours a day. I had days where I was free and yeah, I talked to her, but yeah, she seemed to not see all those days and also just the bad negative side. Anyways, so then in October started the big problems with my girlfriend, so we started to try to find solutions. Then came November. So in November it was my birthday, she gave me a nice gift, etc. It was nice, it was pretty okay. I liked it. And of course, by the end of November, started the big fights, and we started doing a lot of red flags. So yeah, it became so extreme between us. I was considering breaking up with her, but I couldn't because I knew it's normal to have big problems. So I tried to find solution to think about it, and unfortunately, by the end or the middle of December, she broke up with me. She didn't want to know. She didn't want to try and fix those problems. I don't care actually. I cared. Last week I was very mad and very emotional about it because yeah, it's unfortunate because I tried to find solution and not use that last thing until it was necessary. But she seemed not to want to fight for us. And yeah, I want to chase someone who don't want me. So actually, I'm going to yeah, I'm uh, I'm off her. I don't want anything with her right now. Actually, I just want to keep up my work. This year is gonna be a year alone. I don't want to have any relationship. It's not that toxic things of not wanting any girlfriend. Actually, I don't want it because I don't think it's beneficial for me. Actually, I tried for 1 year of having a girlfriend and mixed up with my work, and it was very hard and painful for the both of us. So I don't want to hurt anybody right now. I prefer to hurt myself only because I'm choosing this path, but the people I'm dragging them into my life didn't choose this path, and yeah, I won't force them to live the life I want to live, even though for me personally it is the right choice because it is the path to success. I am sure. I have faith. I have full faith in it. I know that in 5, 6 years I'll be successful. I'll be rich. I'll be powerful. I know it. I'm keeping up the work. I'll do whatever it takes to become that person and the man I want to become. But people want to have the want to have the pleasure before getting the pain. So you can't just skip all the journey and gets all the beneficial things. So I know that in this journey I'll have many mental problems. I'll be in so much pain. It'll be so hard, but I have no excuse. Actually, I started this life. I have no excuse right now. I started. I need to get the work until I succeed. And God, in anything that happens in your life is through consistency. So God tells you you need to work and to keep up the discipline and work. So then in December, as I said, she broke up with me. We have finished. I don't want to really talk to her because yeah, she seemed to be so sure about her decision. So I will chase someone who is dumb enough to not talk and yeah, communicate and try to find a solution, because first we made a promise to actually talk before going through something extreme, but she didn't want to talk. Actually, I felt it. Maybe wrong, maybe, but yeah, I felt this way, and it was quite an experience actually. I just had love for 8 months, and yeah, I wouldn't say it was unconditional love because I truly believe that men are not loved unconditionally. It's not a thing, and I don't want your opinions. It's a thing I believe in. Men are loved throughout and with a condition. It's just logical. I made peace with it, and yeah. And here, the example is behind you. She had a condition. She wants me to crawl back to her and be a pussy about it. But when I stopped and actually were men and started being my man, because I won't every time crawl back and say I'm sorry, it's not, that doesn't work that way. I said sorry so many times. I tried to crawl back and yeah, I tried to fight for each other, but I won't do it anytime or every time, because it's actually quite boring and painful to do always the bad thing, the 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 things that yeah are not quite my status. So when I stopped actually doing the actions and trying to go to her, she thought that I don't love her anymore. And to be honest, right now, in this moment of life, I don't really care about what she feels. I don't really care about her. Uh, I don't give a fuck. I don't want anything to do with her. There's no problem. I'm okay with her. We're on good terms. Uh, I don't have any envy or any anger towards her. I don't want anything with her. Actually, it's something I just wanna. I don't wanna live in pain anymore. With actually, it's not pain. It's just the feeling of being leashed and tied to someone that is very important to you, but sometimes they made so many painful things, and you try to find excuses and you try to keep up the joy and not make it worse, but they don't seem to see it actually, and that's quite sad. I don't want to bring those things before we broke up. And when we broke up, I don't want to bring the things I did for her to keep up the relationship, because actually quite it was over actually, and yeah, there's no purpose of turning or flaming on a candle when it's off. So yeah, it just done. What has to be done is done. I don't want that path, but she chose it, and now she has to take responsibility for it. So, anyways, uh, girlfriend aside and things aside, I have changed completely my mindset. This year was quite very experience oriented. I had so many things. I learned so many things. I had so many tangible things that made me a quite mature person and made me understand life in a quite direct way and harsh way. But to be honest, it was quite interesting and educational. I'm grateful for all the things that are happening for me, even if it's bad or good. I know that's all the things I'm experiencing right now are for a purpose. God made me live these experiences because He is testing me. He knows my purpose. He knows my faith. He knows my inner self and the things I want in life. So He's testing me because success is not meant for everybody. There's so many people that are meant to just have normal life and just have fucking pathetic life of just being a McDonald worker, just living a day-to-day life. I'm not that kind of person. Actually, I want to uh be an exceptional person and have an exceptional family. And yeah, so for now, I'll keep my work alone. I'll be, as so many people say, a lone wolf, Sigma, as many people could say. And yeah, I don't see myself as Sigma or something like that, but it's just, I know that during life you need absolutely to go through a journey of being lonely or just being you with you, and just, yeah, being with your thoughts and thinking and processing your life and just being in the present moment. And that can be if you are with someone, or with someone in a relationship. So you need to be in the life to actually succeed, because I read so many biographies and stories of people that succeeded in life, and they actually have gone all through loneliness and pain, agonizing pain and heartbreaks and stuff like that. So I'm okay with being lonely. I'm okay. I'm trying now to cut all the dopamine extra, so I'm trying to stop music and stuff like that are very dopamine based, like sugar and stuff like that. They're so full of dopamine. I don't want that. Actually, I want to experience the true taste of life. All the taste it, but is very important to taste it in a consistent long way in order to callous my mind and be quite stronger. So in 2024, I have made so many plans and challenges and roadblocks for me in order to succeed, because next year is gonna be, so 2024, so in 18 hours my life will completely change. I know it, because this year was an experimental year. I was trying to fit my personal life with work and stuff like that. It didn't really work, because now, the first days and the first steps of my journey, you need to put a lot of work to get a small percentage of outcome. And that's very hard to do, because imagine working 16, 17 hours a day and not having a single dime or money. That's quite harsh and hard to do, but it's actually necessary to do, because you need to build a system, you need to build all the things before getting actually the tangible money and becoming rich. So this year was experimental. I just started my business thing this last 3 4 months. Before, I was just learning throughout books, stuff like that. This year I made a challenge of reading 15 books. I quite frankly finished it. And next year, so in 2024, I'll hit the 20 books gap. So yeah, I'm reading a book right now, which is called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So it's a very good book. I'm reading it. It's quite the book. Actually, I like it. It's very interesting and very money based. So I can't finish it during this year, but I'll come as finished, because it has brought me a lot of information and a new vision about money. So I'm applying the things I have, the challenges I have here, because you can't just read a book and not apply it. It's just useless. Anyway, right now I'm in the path of just learning and becoming a better version of myself. So I'm trying to read the maximum as I could, and doing as many hours of work uh and yeah, learning to actually grow myself, to be financially free, intellectually capable of myself. I know many people say I'm very intelligent and smart, but I don't think I am, because every time I read a new book, I don't understand half of it, and that's quite uh, uh, hard and yeah, intriguing. But the thing is, reading books is very important. It's I won't say it's pleasurable, but it's interesting and educational. Uh, because I know this book will help me in my life. I know that this book is will be helpful in all those books I've read, even though I didn't use much of them. But 15 books actually gave me quite a big knowledge of life and of success. Quite is not enough, because I have a list to finish by the end of 2026 or 2027 of 100 books. So now I've already just did, I guess, 15% thing or something like that. I just have 60 65% of books. So next year I'll do 25% or something like that, so 20 books. And yeah, I need to keep up to work to keep up the consistent things. Yeah, so as you may know, I turned 16 in November, and it's quite a young age. Many people in my age don't actually are thinking about success, are thinking about money. They're just living a day-to-day life. And I'm not that type of person. Yeah, my God uh opened my eyes and showed me that life actually is not just playing around, it's sneaking around and doing shit around. It's just not that. Actually, life is this. Real life is quite hard, quite harsh, quite rude. And yeah, I've lived for a year quite sensational life. But yeah, I'm ready to go through that path for a long, long time, because I know this is the right path to live, the path to live, because I don't think that's the one life path, as many people say. They say, oh, I have one life, oh, let's do it, we don't care, it's no problem. That's not my mindset. I don't believe that's good, because yeah, you went on a trip and you don't have money and just going day to day life. It's, yeah, it's good, but yeah, it's not logical. So for now, I'm ready to give 10 years of my life into full work and focus and stuff like that, and just not having a relationship. I'm 16. I'm ready to pause this relationship thingy for, I don't know, as much time as I need in order to become rich and successful. And you know, many people think I'm extreme, and yeah, I'm very misunderstood, and that's quite uh hard to live by, because when you see so many people uh saying to you, oh, you're so young, why are you doing this, why are you doing that, you're just young, you just need to live your life, you'll miss your young ages. Bro, I don't fucking love doing the things 16 years old are doing, because it's fucking it's fucking pathetic, actually. See, I tried relationships. I really tried, actually. I really tried to love someone, to be committed to someone, and I understood that at this very young age, it's quite hard to love properly and not hurt someone, because I'm a person that is extreme in life. I I do something to its fullest, or I don't do it at all. That's quite a bad habit, but I'm doing it like that. I'm trying to change it, and I'm changing it, but it's not. Yeah, many people don't understand me. Even my exes didn't understand me. I know they didn't understand me. We don't have the same visions of life. The both of them had different visions of life. I have a completely different visions. I want to succeed in life. They want that too, but they don't seem to want to put out the work and the painful things in order to become successful. So personally, for me, women are done. So it's not in the sense that I won't date women. Of course I will, but for now I'm 16. I'll keep up a minimum 5 years of not dating. Just wanna focus on my work, just working on myself, because to be honest, I can't handle two things at a time. I can handle a person and handle my work, and I can't balance between the two of them. You can't actually. When you're old, actually everything is set and you just have to keep up the work and all the things are made. But now I'm just creating the systems, and it's hard to create a system and someone is saying to you, oh, you don't do that, you don't do that, and blaming you for so many things, and that's quite bad for me. So I personally have decided that this year will be a monk mode year. I'll try to work, I don't know, 11 months and just rest by August, because July and June will probably be also work months. I'm still learning, still working, so I don't get to work. I'm still young. I don't get to rest, sorry. So I'm still young, and yeah, just work, keep up the work. So it's 6 in the morning. It's Sunday. Very harsh, because Sundays are always the hardest day in the week, since everybody's asleep. You don't have anything. It's just a free day, just the weekend. You don't have school, you don't have work, you don't have meetings, you don't have anything. So it's quite hard to wake up those days, since they are the least days of the week. So you're just saying, oh, let's rest. Yeah, I just worked 6 days this week. And today is even harder, because this is the last day of 2023. It's the 31st of December. Tomorrow will be the 1st of January. Probably tomorrow I'll make a video again of New Year's. I'll I'll uh I'll explain again my New Year's resolution, because right now I didn't quite write them in a very specific way, so I still just wondering and learning and implementing the resolution I want to have. As you may see, many people have resolutions by 2024 or by any new year, and they actually stop by the first 2 3 weeks, because yeah, I think the thing of resolution creating and just working only when it's the 1st of January, it's quite stupid actually, because you need you don't need a number to start working. You just need to work. That's it. No matter what is the day, the year, or anything, you just need to work and keep up the hard work. So yeah, last week I had, so between the my breakup and this Monday, I had a setback. Was not a big setback actually. I just tried to process the things over my mind and get things right in my mind. But this week, actually, not this week, actually, just those 2 days were very productive and very interesting. Um, I have changed, as I said, I have changed all my visions. All the things I've had this year will be changed in next year. So I I'm going to work 7 days out of 7. I don't care if it's holidays, I'm traveling, I'm sick. Right now I'm filming this video and I'm so sick. I just drank medication before making this video, but I don't care. I have no excuses. Even though I'm sick, who cares? Who cares if you're sick? No one cares. The work, God doesn't care. He made you to work, to give up the work. So you need to work wherever the time is, the weather is, your situation is. You just need to work. Now it's like 9 degrees out there. It's so cold. I don't care. I'm in t-shirt. I need to keep up the momentum, the thing of being in the, not the comfort zone, being in the painful zone, the zone that you callous your mind, that you become someone that's no one recognizes. So I guess by the 6th month of 2024, I'll have made so many big changements in my life. I have prepared so many things in next year that I really consider that many people won't recognize me, even my classmates. So I have made so many things that are quite frank hard to attain, but yeah, you need to get big goals in order to get big outcomes. I hope this year will be good. I hope everything's gonna be okay. I hope my life won't be wasted. I know it won't be wasted because at this very young age I'm having a changement. I'm opening my eyes. I'm still not fully open. I still have the bad habits of uh, a loser, but it's yeah quite metamorphosing and changing my life. It's not very easy to do it, but yeah, always 1,000 step journey. So it starts always by one step. So I'm working, I'm learning, I'm balancing my mind. As I said, I don't need a relationship right now. I want to be just alone. I prefer to be alone because I'm just hurting myself alone. I I pretty much removed all social media on my phone, so I don't use it. I use it very quite lowly. I now keep up just the work. I have made so many restrictions to myself to just yeah be away of dopamine, cheap attractions. Um, so it was quite good year. I I like this actually because yeah, the years before were simple years. Were just I w my eyes weren't open, so I just had normal years with simple goals of just being good at school, doing this, doing that, talking to that girl, flirting with that girl, etc. But now my goals are quite bigger and I have the steps towards them. I uh I made actually quite a long list of things I want to do, but I don't write them right now. But I have this paper I read like every day that says actually that I'm going to be successful by the end of 2024 and what actually the outcomes I want to have, the things I will have, and all the things I wish and I will get them. It's not I wish. The things I'll get by the end of 2024. So by December 31st of 2024 or the 1st January 2025, I'll get all those things. So I still learning. Like so, to be honest, I've said the same thing uh so many times in this video, but I'll say it again because it's really important to say it. I'm a nobody right now. I'm nobody, and no one knows me apart of my family. And many of my family members think I'm actually crazy. They say, "What the fuck? This 16 years old girl, boy, is just doing things that are unnecessary and things that will hurt him." Yeah, bro. No. I'm just keeping up the work. I'm just working toward my goals, and everyone will get shocked, including me, of my power. I know I'm powerful. I know I have the momentum, the will to get this goal done. And I know I'll get it. I have true faith on myself. Nothing will change. No human in this life, nothing in this life will change my goals. I made a promise to God. I made a promise to myself, and myself is very important. I am my self-esteem. I can't fuck with myself. I just need to be successful. I can't. So yeah, this video was quite long. I like those formats of videos. They're quite nice and interesting to make. So 2023 was pretty good year, interesting year. As I said, I made small time lapse of this year. I hope next year will be even better year. I know it'll be a better year, just not with girls. My personal life is officially put aside. I don't want to have anything with people right now. I'm just having my family, which I cannot uh, get away from, because I'm living with my parents and my sister. So those are the only people I'm living with, and yeah, I won't need anything or anyone in my life right now. Just want to keep up the work to be in the sphere and creating something out of my mind and heads. So I hope this video was interesting and quite expressing of the thoughts I had. So if you liked, subscribe, like, and keep up the work, G. Stay hard.